lockdowns to shopping, banks to bills, tech to travel, and so much more.
That seems very, very wrong indeed.
Telling them to stop those payments going up. You've got away quite lightly.
Lee Weatherilt and his daughter Scarlett from St Helens are hoping that Martyn James might help them make a forcible complaint to the family's car insurance company.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about what happened?
Yeah, I took the car insurance policy out with Debenhams car insurance in October, and a couple of weeks ago I decided to change my car. I obviously called Debenhams prior to me putting a deposit on the car, and they said it'd be an additional $570 on top of what I was paying. I was happy to pay that, and on the day I was due to collect the car, I called them up, and then right at the end of the call she said she'd have to refer it to the underwriters, and it could be 48 hours before they got back to me.
So time's ticking on and you want to get the new car insured?
I was literally on the train on the way to Coventry. I was half an hour off picking the car up.
Thankfully, the car dealership arranged for Lee a 5-day temporary insurance policy so that would tide him over. But when a couple of days later Debenhams called back, I'm afraid it wasn't with good news.
They couldn't accommodate me, and I'd have to find alternative insurance.
Did they give you a reason why they weren't going to cover you?
They just said it was something to do with the underwriters. So I'm in the situation now, and my 5-day cover's ticking away.
Yeah.
I had to get some cover in place. So I went on the comparison sites, and guess who came out the cheapest?
We're not talking Debenhams here, are we?
Surprise, surprise. It was Debenhams.
Wow.
So I insured the vehicle with Debenhams again, and I've took that to them now, saying, you said you couldn't cover me. Why is that policy like that? Why couldn't it just be transferred across?
So it was really frustrating to go through all of this?
Really frustrating.
What Lee says is more annoying is that he had accrued 4 months of no claims bonus on his old policy, which Debenhams wouldn't move over to the new one. And he had to fork out for that temporary cover. But Martyn thinks he should be able to get all those costs back.
So, all in all, Lee, this is a big old mess, and I really, really don't understand why this has happened. I think the good thing to do would be to get in touch with the head office of the insurance company and see if we can get them to put you in the position that you would have been in if none of this had happened in the first place.
Martyn says that Lee should write a simply worded letter of complaint to head office, spelling out what's gone on and how much he's had to fork out. Plus, he should ask for that money back, along with the 4 months of no claims bonus that he lost when he was told to cancel his policy.
It's been lovely to meet you, and hopefully the company will see some sense.
Well, when we contacted Debenhams, it told us that underwriters have risk criteria that they apply, which they have to abide by. For Lee, this meant that his original policy wouldn't cover his new car, hence the reason he had to take out a separate policy. But the underwriters have now offered Lee £115, which he has now accepted.
Once upon a time, receiving mail from far-flung corners of the world was something to get really excited about. But nowadays, with millions of parcels being shipped all over the globe on a daily basis, it's frankly not the big deal that it once was. Even so, when people in our next film got parcels emblazoned with postmarks from China, they were surprised, to say the least. Why? Well, because they had good reason to assume that the companies from whom they'd ordered were actually all based here in the UK. So when the items they bought looked nothing like the pictures they'd seen online and they wanted to return them, that surprise very quickly turned to disappointment, because it's meant that they've been left not only with shoddy goods, but a complicated and expensive problem to try and sort out.
It is a truth universally acknowledged that a woman in possession of a good fortune must be in want of some new clothes. Or at least that was the case for this Jane Austen from Kent, who, wanting to spruce up her wardrobe, turned to a very modern solution: online shopping, and quickly found a site that she liked the look of.
I came across Dalmatian just by chance, really, and the styles on it were absolutely fantastic and sort of quite hip and vibrant, beautiful colours. And then, as well, on top, it says an extra 15% discount.
The website claimed to offer fast fashion at designer boutique quality. And on the site,